for the experience.
They have Mexican cooks, so it's authentic American Chinese.
Authentic American Chinese, Mexican cook. That's how we do it around here.
That's how we do it.
All right, God, that's how we're gonna start this one.
Let's go.
That's how we're gonna start Adam Calhoun, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess
They already assumed everybody's racist. So.
everybody has a gun. Also, welcome to Wyoming. I am Matt. That is Chris. This is 307 Reacts. We're off the rails already. You guys are the best audience in the world. On the screen in front of us, it is our boy Adam Calhoun. The song is called Rebels. It's his official music video. Just came out a couple days ago in our world. To be a week or so for you guys. One thing to get through really quick, and then we're on the episode. That's it. So we're going to show you really quick a promo shot of my new PC. It looks like this. And our good friend Doobie helped us build that, and he's getting his feet wet in the world of building custom PCs for people. He actually has one available right now. If you're interested in getting into that world, upgrading, or need some modifications done, just maybe you want to start from the ground up. Maybe you want you need to replace some things. Maybe you're just kind of interested in the world itself. Maybe you've never had one before, and you want to kind of start exploring a little bit. Rich Bros Gaming, it's in our description below. He's got a build right now that's available, and he can tell you all about it. And any questions?
And the cool thing is if you're like, hey, listen, I want to be able to play Call of Duty, but I don't want to spend a ton of money.
Oh yeah.
What are my options?
Yeah.
And he'll give you some options, and he'll tell you exactly, listen, you can play the game. You're going to have to turn some settings down. It'll play it. But
my computer is based, the one that you guys saw in the promo is based on the fact that I needed it to be an all-in-one everything machine. And so it was a little, I spent good money on it because I needed something that was going to, handle everything we do in here plus my online streaming stuff. They don't all have to be that extreme, right?
Yeah.
You could, with the music computer next to it, doesn't look anything like that. And we're using that one literally right now for this episode. So, anyways, just a quick thing. Rich Bros Gaming, it's in our description below. Hit our boy up and show him some love. At the very least, he can answer questions for you and help you out, get you on the right path. Anyways, that's it. That's all I have.
That's it.
Should we just get into it?
Let's get
it. Okay, last thing. 81% of you guys that watch these videos are not subscribed to us. We're really, really just trying to bring that number down. It's just, that's all we're trying to do this year. Hit the subscribe button. We're really trying to promote it. We're just trying to bring that number down.
We don't want to bring it down to 0. But
we're trying to, if another 5 or 6%, in the next couple weeks, we just want to see a gradual decrease in the amount of people who are actually
the
subscribed.
Major order has been put out. God damn it! Okay,
the major order is out.
We are 4%. Okay, so we're doing good.
We're getting there. Good. So we got a large bar to fill, but we're gonna get there. Help us out. Leave us a comment. We'd love to talk to you. Let's get into it.
For all the fuck.
I missed it. Sorry, I stuck my head right in the way.
You stuck your head right in the way, and I was like,
I wanted to see.
Move screens, and then your finger right.
I didn't want to miss it, so I wanted to make sure our desktop was working. It's working. So now let's see what it says here.
God.
For all those who aren't afraid to go against the grain, for those who are willing to fight for what they believe in. Okay. All right. Now we can. God. Oh, I hear that acoustic. Phase shift, nice.
When the smoke clears and the dust settles.
Okay.
You can hear the sound of the rebel. The gunshots and the cold metal. And you can hear the sound of the rebel. Out of poverty, no trespassing sign on our property. I'm allowed to be loud if I wanna be. I'm proud to be free on my land, shoot guns, who's stopping me? Stand alone, never fold, reload. Just make sure when we're gone, our story gets told, and the new generation learns from the old. To change the course of history, you gotta be bold. When the smoke clears and the dust settles, say. And when death comes knocking, smile in its face. We don't turn the other cheek, this ain't for the weak. And when push comes to shove, there ain't no retreat. These politicians, they got us standing in opposition. They know the mission, misinform and sell division. Take what we given and make it into a new religion. We drink the Kool-Aid, then we begin to lose the vision. Whoa, my foes don't wanna see a collision, no. Can't run from the lead that the trigger throw. All the war, so much is done on the low. We never fold, we're by the code. When the smoke clears and the dust.
Yes.
Like we're both on the same page there. Like, wow, dude. This has just been the last 2 weeks that we've watched stuff has just been the kind of surprising releases. Like Tom's Man in the Sky, obviously, like kind of went a different direction. We got a lot of comments on that about people asking us to do other videos to Tom and like GFBF, by the way. And it was like I had to reply to a lot of people like we have those, they're on our page. Yeah. So if you're interested,
there's a couple I saw that we haven't done. But
there are a few. But if you are really interested and you're not sure, we have everything sorted out in a playlist on our page. Go to our playlist.
Assuming that's still working. Sometimes it's just a fucking crapshoot.
You always have the search bar. If you go to our actual page, you can search any of our videos and see if we have it on there. And if you pull it up in the search, it comes up. There you are. But yeah, dude, like Man in the Sky.
Yeah.
Different direction for sure. As far as like what he normally puts out. Adam Calhoun. I mean, this might be one of the like more. I don't want to say it's like a soft song, but it's like definitely more of like a slower kind of emotional jam.
So his last country album, if you guys have ever heard that, I thought it was a pretty good album front to back.
Yeah.
I think there was only one song on there that I was like, this one didn't really do it for me. But then, my buddy over in Idaho, that's like his favorite song on the album. So like whatever. But anyway, it feels like this is a mix of like that album and then some of the newer stuff he's done with Tom. He's like, I like the country feel. Like he's got the acoustic guitar in there and kind of a, four to the floor, like whatever, meat potatoes, nothing crazy. Yeah. And then he has these choruses that are kind of country anthem-y. Not really anthem-y, but gosh, they're very... They remind me of how Tom McDonald structures his choruses.
Okay.
Here's the main message of this. It's about the rebels. This is what what it is, whatever. So the chorus is a repeating theme, and then the verses are his rap stuff. So I like the mix of a country rap artist, right?
Yeah, for sure. And it doesn't have to be this super hard synthesized,
super
like
fast
808 fast thing to be like a country rap thing. Like this could still be, in that vein, in the same...
very Colt Ford vibe.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
If I could say. I love that he talks about the art of war. Everything's done down on the low. And that's so true because there's so many stories. If you guys have never seen our Fat Electrician videos, there are so many things that change the tide in a war that, like, we were never taught in school.
Yep.
Like, the Limpin' Lady, that spy.
Dude.
That was... crazy.
That episode, I still think about that all the time.
Yeah, she's like, here's what we're going to do. We're going to drop you off in France, okay? It's occupied by Germany at the moment. But we're going to drop you off there, set up a spy network,
You're going to start to set up a spy ring.
And she's like, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get them addicted to heroin and give them all chlamydia. Like, just these crazy fucking things.
Yeah.
And it worked. Like,
it legitimately worked. Like,
how crazy.
Like, give them all chlamydia by setting up a brothel and have them all do drugs and bang each other in a brothel and then get a bunch
of all these STDs and shit,
dude.
And then like, what was it? The White Death had over 500 confirmed kills.
Sparrow of Death, is that what it was or something like that?
I think it was just the White Death. I think
was it?
I can't remember.
I can't. Anyways, we have that one.
Yeah, like over 500 confirmed kills, and that was never a name that came up in the history books. No, ever.
I never heard about it.
And then another great one during the early, not necessarily civil rights movement, but to free the slaves. What was his name? He would travel around the South, and basically anybody that disagreed with him, he would duel them, and he was like...
Cassius Clay?
Cassius Clay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Cassius Clay, another one, who literally bullied Lincoln into signing the proclamation before he was ready.
At first, I was like, well, that was Lincoln. But then you started talking. I was like, wait, Cassius Clay. Mm-hmm. That was Cassius Clay, actually.
So there's always stuff that happens in the background, down low, and he mentions, like, hey, just because politicians don't have soldiers raiding our streets out in the open.
Yeah.
They're like putting these like misinformation things or misguiding you here and then causing division here and here and here. And we see it all the time.
All the time, dude. Every day. Every day there's something new. Yeah. Yeah. Very, very good message. Very good vibe for sure. Keep going.
Yeah.
We never fold, we're by the cold. When the smoke clears and the dust settles, you can hear the sound of the rebels, the gunshots and the cold metal, and you can hear the sound of the rebels. You ever seen a man cry? Seen a man die, held him in my hands. I seen it with my damn eyes. Never say a word, we just stomach it. It's time to start marching, hear the drums again.
It's a good shot.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good. I feel like it needed
I started
another
looking
verse.
into this company because it was a staple in my childhood.
It's another one of those things where, like, it needs to be a longer song.
Yeah.
A lot of these ones we've been listening to, just like, I wish the song was 4.5 minutes long.
Right.
Yeah.
Give me that 20-minute Freebird solo,
Speaking
dude.
of
Let's
Fat
go.
Electrician, since we're recording on OBS now, you guys get to hear those clips now at the end when the screen rolls over. You might not see it, but you might hear some audio, you know? Eagle-eared listeners. Be able to hear little clips of what's coming. That's totally not our next video in our watch later list, by the way. So just disregard.
Yeah,
it's not
you
a big
don't
deal.
know nothing.
No, not a big deal.
No, it was a great song.
Yeah,
Like-
it's a good vibe. I like the ebb and flow of the strings. How it's kind of like that.
Yeah. Like kind of some sort of fader.
I don't know
thing,
know what it is. Just like harder on the string and then off on the string. But probably some synthesized. I don't know if it was real strings or not. But yeah, I like the way that
good.
made the song kind of have this like push and pull kind of vibe to it. Yeah, it's nice, man.
I do like the thing he kind of like the last verse. I don't know that necessarily it wasn't as long as the others, but he talks about, have you ever seen a man cry, watched a man die, like blah blah blah. He goes, but then get back on your feet and march to the same drums or whatever.
Yeah,
and it's so true, because if you talk to people who are in the military and talk about, you know, the firefights that they get into and this, that, and the other, I've been addicted to watching this guy. He reacts to he's an ex service member for the British Navy.
Oh.
And then he also worked with the U.S. Navy for a little while.
Oh, okay.
But he's been watching like stuff in Ukraine. And so he finds this footage, and it's out there on YouTube. It's crazy. The whole Ukraine war is just on
broadcast.
YouTube.
It's just broadcast.
Wild.
Yeah, you can just watch any part of it.
But he's going through watching these, and the camera guy gets hit. And he's like, oh, I think he got hit there. And so they like kind of run into cover or whatever. And then he's like checking themselves. Yeah, I'm bleeding, you know, whatever. And they get him kind of patched up a little bit. And then they proceeded to run another 4 miles.
Wow.
Like, and that's the thing is, like, they didn't run away. They ran towards the gunfire. And, like, that the mentality of being a soldier or a police officer or, you know, anybody that's in that type of where the best way that you survive is to run into the gunfire is so fucking wild to me.
It makes zero sense.
Makes zero sense
to the survival brain to run at the thing that's shooting at you.
Yes. If you guys want us to react to Garen Thumb, he talks about what you should do in an ambush. He says the only way you survive is to push through it. He said if you run away, they will corner you and kill you. You will die. You have to push through. And that's, you know, a great metaphor for anything else in life. You run into something, you can't just run away from it.
Yeah.
You got to sit there. You can try.
You can try, but
it always catches up.
and especially in the world we live in now, like if you're in trouble with some sort of financial thing or whatever the case, if you're trying to run from the grid, the grid will find you. It doesn't matter where you're at. That shit will track you around the world.
It may not catch you this year.
No,
or
it might
next
not
year.
catch you
It
right
might
away.
not catch you for 20 years.
Yeah. You might get away with it for a long time, but it will catch up to you at some point. Yeah.
Jordan Peterson says, I've never seen anybody get away with anything ever.
I mean,
Like-
I mean, To put it bluntly.
Like, he's like, I've never seen it.
Think about it. Think about it. Like, yeah.
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 I mean, there's probably small examples of things that people have
Oh,
quote unquote gotten away with, but
I mean, Al Capone got away with a whole bunch for a long time, but guess what?
it caught up to him. Pablo Escobar.
Pablo Escobar, man.
Same
We're
thing.
still dealing with this shit.
He's still
Fucking
trying to kill off the rainforest.
all
He ain't
these
even around.
all these them hippos out there.
Yeah, he ain't even around, dude. He's still killing off the rainforest.
God.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys enjoyed today's episode as much as we did, be sure to leave a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, click the bell, become part of the notification gang, and we'll see y'all next time. Bow.
Fucking cocaine hippos. Just it's the Domino's pizza thing, like
Yeah.
the cheese mountain, right?
Yeah.
The cocaine hippos. It's like these little things.
Ever since Jose said, he was like, wait, those hippos were given personhood? He goes, so like they them hippos?
The grapes,
They're the they them
the
hippos.
grapes thing, and thinking about the raisins, bringing them into
Yeah.
class and stuff, and everybody gets
The
little
cheese,
the
like-
milk, little things. Like his stories are so good, man.
Yeah.
That I'm so glad we started watching his stuff. Like those are some of my favorites for
Wow.
sure.